Hey, today we're going to talk about 7.8, noise pollution. So take a moment, check out the Enduring Understanding, look at the learning objective, pause the video, review the essential knowledge, and set up your Cornell notes. All right, I'll try not to talk so loud. Okay, so noise pollution by definition is just the level of the sound at decibel levels that's high enough to incur physiological stress and or hearing loss. And decibel is the unit that we use to measure sound and the sound intensity. And as you look through this, so 140, this is the threshold of pain, and that would be like fireworks. 130 is a jet engine. 120 would be a siren. 110 is a trombone. 100 is a helicopter. 90 is a hairdryer. Truck would be 80. A car is 70. 60 is a conversation. Now we're getting to smaller things, but refrigerator is 50. Rain would be 40. Rustling leaves, 30. Whisper, 20. And a breath would be 10. And obviously 0 decibels is no sound. Okay, do you have to know this? No. Decibel levels, as they increase, can lead to hearing loss, but also physiological stress. So some sources. We have industry, from manufacturing, factories, whatnot. Construction is a major source of noise pollution, especially if you live in parts of Brooklyn like that have construction like everywhere. In fact, like outside. It's annoying. Transportation, whether it is trucks driving down the street, whether it is a train passing, whether it is a boat. And a lot of boats use sonar in there, and the motors have travel a lot through water. And this is a big problem in the ocean, is the ship like the rustling or the rumbling of the propellers on a boat. Also exploration. And when I say exploration, I mean like searching for oil deposits. And they do this a lot with sonar. And this is when they're constructing an offshore oil rig. They will go out in a boat and shoot sound waves down to figure out where the bottom of the ocean is, to figure out where there may be some pockets of petroleum that are available for offshore drilling. So human effects, so cognitive effects, and cognitive refers to your brain. There can be delayed speech development, especially if a child is subjected to huge amounts of noise pollution. Impaired language comprehension and poor memory and reading ability. Physical, obviously hearing loss. Another thing that's associated with noise pollution and just noise in general is high blood pressure. And it can be an endocrine disruptor. In other words, it can interfere with the normal functioning of your hormones. And finally, behavioral effects on a human. The most common one is the stress anxiety. If it's super noisy, you can be lack of motivation. Also, if there's a lot of noise stimulus, you can have hyperactivity. So animals are the ones that are really impacted by noise pollution. For starters, there are some animals with communication. Certain birds, insects, frogs will not be able to hear their sounds of their potential mates. Predation may be a problem, especially if it is too loud. You may not hear a predator coming, especially if you're a prey. So predation may be impacted. There may be certain organisms whose population may decline because they're being preyed upon. Navigation. Now this is especially important for whales because whales use sonar and they use sonar for communicating. They use sonar to help them navigate. And when there is all this noise pollution in the ocean from boats, from all the shipping containers going across the ocean, this impacts the navigation of humpback whales, for example. Another one may be migration. So if there's a lot of noise, some organisms may try to use certain Clues, certain auditory clues as they're migrating. There may be the sound of a river, something to that effect, and if there is noise pollution, it can impact an organism's ability to migrate successfully. A big one, and this is for dolphins. Dolphins use echolocation. Other organisms that use echolocation are organisms like what they're doing. Bats would use echolocation. They're sending out a sound impulse, and they're waiting to see how long it takes for that sound impulse to come back. And if it comes back right away, that means that there's something blocking it. So they're using echolocation to determine where their potential food sources are. And if there is noise pollution, it can impact the animal's ability to pick up on that. And finally, it can just literally just cause physiological stress. Some organisms may not be able to sleep. They may just be agitated because of all the excess noise, and it can cause overall stress to the animal. So noise pollution is a big problem, but hopefully this video wasn't. I hope it was informative. I thank you for your attention. You're going to practice this FRQ. Describe one human impact and one environmental impact of noise pollution. Thank you so much for your attention. I will see you soon.